Hi, I'm Bill Conger, Chief Curator at Peoria Riverfront Museum, and welcome to the viewing room. We'd like to take you through a quick tour of an amazing exhibition that we held in tandem with our Da Vinci the Genius exhibition. And this exhibition was really made possible by guest curator Bill Heidrich, along with Carl Longstreth and the University of Michigan, and their most amazing map collection. And what we have for you is about 250 years, starting from 1500, of amazing maps, primarily from Rome and Italy, but also including areas in France and Germany as well. This map really is the starting point of the exhibition, and it is Leonardo da Vinci's bird's eye view of Imola. And this is really the first time that a bird's eye view map had been composed, really. And taking the equations and formulas from Leon Alberti, Da Vinci set forth to prove that this could happen, that we could create a map from the skies without actually having to be there. And what you see postured against it is a map would have been common of the time. This map is from Venice, and you can see how much more pictorial and artful that it is. And it's able to create a sense of civic pride, noting all sorts of kind of mythological characters to dramatic narratives implied inside the map itself, compared to Leonardo's more diagrammatic bird's eye view. In creating the map of Imola, Da Vinci invents all sorts of contraptions to help him make this map possible, such as the odometer and various other instruments that allow him to figure out proportions and street angles. Behind me is a facsimile of Leonardo Buffalini's first orthographic city plan of Rome from about 1551. Absolutely game-changing in the planning, the mapping of a large metropolis such as what Rome was at the time. But still, even over 140 years after Buffalini's accomplishment with the Orthographic City Plan of Rome, you see maps like the one behind me mapping Rome, this one by a Flemish mapmaker, Leven Croyle, who reverts to a more oblique view, as if kind of from an angle but up above, rather from a bird's eye view directly down. Thus illustrating this push and pull, this kind of argument, if you will, between map makers and map viewers. And extrapolated from those two maps is the famed Giambattista Nolli plan of Rome. The maps behind me framed in sections, when placed in a grid, create the composite view of those maps over my left-hand shoulder. This view of Rome actually produces more detail than any map before it, and in fact was so complete it was used for over 100 years before another map came along and took its place. It's an absolute giant in the world and history of map making. Included in our exhibition are two most amazing publications, the first edition and the second edition of the city history of Cremona, Italy. And the span of these two books is great, 1585 to 1645. The books are essentially very similar, with some added additions, and in the second version made a little bit smaller. But these are both very important for various reasons. The first edition book we have opened to a very important page depicting some of the most notable paintings that existed in Cremona at the time. We have an etching from a painting by Leonardo da Vinci, as you can see noted at the very bottom of this text. This painting is lost, and this book is the only reference to this particular portrait. And the second edition we have open, which is very historically significant. If we look in the lower right-hand corner, we will see a most amazing attribute to the first Hebrew, the first Jew map maker in Europe. These two books are an amazing addition to our exhibition. We would again like to thank our exhibition coordinators, guest curator Bill Heidrich and Carl Longstreth from the University of Michigan, for facilitating this most amazing exhibition. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please view again to more editions of the viewing room, and as always, thank you to our members and Visionary Society members. We'll see you soon.